Hi guys, it's Miss Schusler. This video is for September 21st and 22nd, so Monday and Tuesday. And I want to provide this to you, so if you have to attend asynchronously, you know what to do. So if we come up to our classworks, please, as always, make sure you take attendance as the very first thing you do. It's always right there. And you can see it's the very first thing we do. And so this will be open. Look, my Schusler's got to change the date it's open. So it'll open on Monday. So we're going to open this up. We're going to look at our to-do list. And of course, I reminded you to do the complete attendance. This is an introduction to our first group assignment. And I think we're going to have fun doing that. But before we get started, I would like for us to do our negativity bias video so I can get everybody caught up on the same page. I know fifth period's already done this. So we're going to watch this video really quickly. And let's see. Oh, hang on a sec. I don't need the commercial. Hate when the commercials pop up.
Brain. Pretend you're a caveman. You're out hunting food and you see a head, but you also hear a suspicious rustling sound within the bushes.
So that's going to be the video. I want you to watch the rest of it. It's necessary for you to understand why we're doing this. But since, with copyright, I want to make sure you knew what video, how it starts. So pretend you're a caveman. If you're there, you're on the right video. Next, you're going to come over here and click on the gratitude journal, and you're going to open this up, and it says make a copy. It does say journal once a week, so we're going to make a copy. And here's what we do as we do our gratitude journal. This is an assignment that we're going to be doing all year. I think that once you watch the video, you will understand what negativity bias is as we talk about the negative things that we sometimes hear over and over and over, and those things get stuck in our head. And it occurs to me that this is my 5th year here at CCA. One of the things that it feels like is like running a marathon. And if you've ever gone to see a marathon, you know that no one throws food and yells horrible things at the runners. They cheer for them. And they pull for them. And having run a marathon myself, I will say that it was awesome to have people cheer for me and make me feel better. And the negativity bias video that you just watched, you know that they talk about the fact that we hear good and bad things, but that we're predisposed. That means we're more likely to hear the negative things and have them stick with us. And since we're not in class, I decided that this would be a good activity for us to do once a week, to write down some of those things that we're grateful for, that make us happy, so that instead of focusing on the negative, we can focus on the positive things in our life. And that positive mindset is going to help us to be successful in this program. And so Ms. Schusler's trying to find ways for us to do that as a class. So here's what you do. You make your own copy. This is going to be shared between you and I. Now, I can't give this a grade because it wouldn't seem fair for me to grade what you think makes you happy. I would ask that you write, not in bullet points or, but that you journal. You kind of tell a story, explain, and then you date it so that we have one once a week. If you do this throughout each semester, I will give extra credit points on your exam at the semester, which is a test that's worth 15% of your grade. So it is worth it to you in 2 ways. It is work where you're learning to kind of write about your positive, and we make it a positive at the end of that final. So you have a semester final in the winter, and you have one at the end of the year. So I will come back through and check, and occasionally I'll make a comment or something. You can add pictures, you can add images, so I would like for this to become part of who you are and help you to look back at this year. I think that with all the negativity in social media and on the news, and there just seems, and with our COVID situation, there seems to be such a focus on negative. I'm hoping that we can focus on a bias, because I know that the journey you've started is huge. And I know it's an amazing challenge, and I know that you can all do it. So I hope that you hear that one of the first positive things that you hear is that I believe in you, and I want to give you a tool to help you succeed. So this is where we're doing it. And please remember, once you've created it, once you've started writing, as always, come up and click the share button, and you'll just share it with me. Now, of course, this one's mine, but you'll type my name, M-A-R-G. You see Miss Schuessler pop up right there, and then you just hit send, okay? And that's as simple as it is. I will keep it in a folder on my Google Drive. And again, no one else will see it. That's my promise to you. And we can go from there. And like I said, hopefully this is an exercise that you enjoy, that you find some peace of mind, and that you focus on the good things about you, because there are amazing things about each and every one of you. So I hope this helps. So we're going to go to our next thing we're doing for the to-do list, because so we've talked, well, you will have watched the negativity bias video. You will have done the gratitude journal, and go ahead and do your first post in that gratitude journal. The next thing we're going to do is sign up for our small group teams. Now, let me tell you, the exercise that we're doing, you have the ability to do this by yourself. You also have this the ability to do this in small groups of up to 4. When you see the assignment, I'm almost certain everyone's going to choose to be in small groups of 4. So the very first thing I want you to do, and this is open right now, it is an editable document. Each and every class, oh, that keeps popping up. There's 2A, there's 2B, there's 3A, there's 3B, and there's 5th period. So please make sure you're in the right class. But let's say you come here and you have a couple of friends, no more than 4, that you guys decide you're going to be in the same group. All I want you to do is come in and put your name down. Now, do not put other people's names down. That's their job. Each student should only put their name down in this document so that you pick a group. If you decide to do this individually, you won't put your name down here. You'll just email Ms. Schuessler and let me know that you're going to be doing this assignment by yourself. Completely fine this time, but this is a practice for what we'll be doing in the rest of the year. So as far as working with groups. So I really would encourage you to do that, but I understand that we're just getting started and we don't know each other maybe so well, but here's your opportunity, okay? So please make sure you go ahead and sign up. You'll do that during class. And you must be in a group of people from your class. It would make it really too difficult for Ms. Schuessler to grade if you were, say you were in 2A, but you wanted to work with somebody from 5th period. Also, your due dates are different. So keep that in mind. That must happen. And if you're asynchronous, you might want to email somebody. And let's see. The next thing is the assignment. It's called Population and Culture. Now, once you make a group, only one team member needs to make a copy and share it with the team. Because I don't want a population and culture document from each and every one of you. I want one from each team. So if we come back to the small groups, I should only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at most. One class I'd probably only have 6, or actually 5. But for everyone else, I should only have 7 per group for class, okay? So coming back to our to-do list, we're going to open up our population and culture. And like I said, we're going to make a copy. Ms. Schuessler, you can believe how many copies Ms. Schuessler has because I do this for the videos. So population and culture activity. Following the directions is a huge part of this grade. Read them carefully and complete the assignment as required. Directions. Students may complete this in a small group of 3 to 4 as a wiki. We know now that a wiki is a document that we all work together on in a digital copy, since I can't hand out papers, right? Student groups can divide up the work and provide answers in their own words. I do not want copying and pasting. There is to be no copy and pasting in this activity. Students who choose to complete this assignment on their own follow the same instructions as the group, except you'll do this by yourself. No copying and pasting for you either. Please note, this will be sent in for plagiarism check. So that's another reason. I'm not trying to catch anybody up. Please make sure we do our own work. Read the article and complete the questions. The due date. The assignment is due. The completed document link will be emailed to Ms. Schusler at her CISD email by 11:59 on September 25th. That's next Friday. Whether you're in class or not, that's the due date for all the classes. One team member, only one team member will email the link. The file type requirement. The final copy sent to Ms. Schusler must be changed from the view only to an edit format. There's a 20-point deduction for files that are sent in view only. If I have to ask you to change it to edit, that's going to be a problem. So the person sending it in is now responsible, and the team members are responsible for reminding them. If you have any questions, please ask before the due date. So let me show you how you change it from a view to an editable document. Come up and click on the big blue share button, which is what we do a lot of, right? If you'll come down here to the word change in the far left corner of the box, you'll see that it tells us it's from CISD and that it's viewer only on the right-hand side. Please click viewer only. It opens up to viewer, commenter, and editor. You need to provide me with editorial rights and click done. Now I'll explain to you why. When a document's an editorial version, I can come up and click file and version history. Now, even if you give me a view only format, version history is copying your document. So if you do send me a view only and I have to ask for you to change it, it's still 20 points off, but I will still see the version history. That doesn't go away. So let Ms. Schusler change the spec since this is already live for everybody else. Now you all remember why I give you a view only copy, because this is my copy and you need to make a copy of your own. Team makeup. So we're down here now. Team makeup. Students must be from the same class. No more than 4 teammates per team. Name of the team members who will email Ms. Schusler the link, the name. So there's one student, and you all must decide in that group who that student will be. And so you'll type that name there. These are actual points as part of this assignment. Team effort. You either check a team effort or an individual effort. If you check team effort, I would like each teammate, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, to remove the word name and put their name there. And individual effort, I will understand that. Next, here's your reading assignment link. No Cornell notes on this assignment. Please do not ask me that this time. So there will be no Cornell notes on this reading assignment. Please click open this box. And we come to K-12. I know how excited you are. Now, let's keep in mind that we know these are chapter challenges in the TEKS. We're going to scroll down past it. And the population and culture, the demographic transition, you're going to read this entire document. And yes, before somebody tells me it's very long, remember we're in college, okay? But there are no notes. Now, you'll come up to what? Let's see, where are we? Oh, right there. Apologize. Looking for religions of the world. You'll read all the way down to the end of religions of the world. And once you hit the vocabulary, you can stop. I would take time to look over the vocabulary as it might be essential for you. But you have it there if you need it. So that's the reading assignment. Now, after you've done the reading assignment, you'll scroll down here and questions are listed below. You'll notice that there is 1 through 20. You might want to look over these questions and break them up. If you have a team of 4, of course, each team member will only do 5 questions. This is why I think that you guys will break yourselves into small groups. If you're an individual doing it, you are responsible for all 20 questions, but you'll want to refer back to the reading to make sure that you have the right answers. So let's go back. So that's the assignment. Once this is due, or once this is done, the student who is going to send me the link will come up and click here and go ahead and type my name out. Now, you could do it before you were finished, and I will still get the finished copy. But please, I always have students who may send it early and then forget to finish it. This will be a group grade. So students can only do 5. So for those of you who are real go-getters and you think, okay, I'm on a team and somebody doesn't do their own, you can remind them, but I will only take the points off of their grade. Okay. You could, if you make these, like if one student does 1 or 4 or 9, please make sure you put your name by it. Unless you just go 1 through 5 and you can put your name by that. So either way, I expect to see 1 document from each teammate, or 1 document from each team. And if you're an individual, I expect you to send me your document. And again, this is due on September 25th. So coming back up to the to-do list, we're going to check that one off. We're going to, this is a reminder that they'll be breaking into groups in class. You guys will break into groups within your class or work individually. And students will leave the Zoom to work on their team and return to the Zoom to ask Ms. Schuessler questions. Now, you all can set up, we could set up breakout rooms in Zoom, and that might take a few minutes, or you guys could go off and do your own. You could do it in the chat. You could leave comments. You can do group meet. You can do any of those options. I'm going to let you all decide, because as soon as we can get to this point in our class where Ms. Schuessler's not just lecturing and telling you what to do, but you have the opportunity to own your education, that's my goal. So, so understand that may be an experiment for us, and we may have to come back to the Zoom session and just do breakout groups, or I move you into the right groups. But we'll see how this works. So those are our 2 options. Now, again, if you do this asynchronously and you are a part of a group, well, I have to be honest with you. If you're part of a group, you need to be in the video. You need to be in the Zoom session. Doing this asynchronously sort of means you're going to accept doing this on your own, because the team needs you to be working there at that same time. So please keep that in mind. If you're listening to this video and it's the first time and you didn't make it to class, you have until the 25th to get that work done, and that one's individual. So, and you know what, if we have a lot of students who decide to do it individually, that may change the breakdown of our class about the number of teams, but no more than 4. So I think we've covered what we're going to do on the 21st and 22nd, and I am excited to read your gratitude journals. I'm also excited to see you guys work as a team. This is very exciting for me, as I like to watch us learn and grow together, because we know that corporate America, the number one thing that they would like for their employees to be able to do is collaborate with one another. So I hope this helps, and I look forward to seeing your work.